Hi guys, welcome back to another weekly video. Kayong here from Alpha Play. So this video itself, I'll walk you through the analysis that we did last week, right? How it went, and then if you still have opportunity to capitalize on last week idea, and after that I'll share with you this week idea itself. Right, so last week we shared about two potential setups that we are looking out for. One is on the Australian dollar and the other one was on Kiwi dollar. I'll share with you on the Kiwi dollar first, simply because that played out already. Aussie dollar, I'll spend a little bit more time in this video to share with you if we can still capitalize on that move. So last week itself, at the start of the week, we shared that Kiwi dollar, we are looking for short opportunity. This is on the daily analysis, alright. We expect the daily to reverse towards the downside. On the 4-hourly time frame, right, we shared with you last week, both in the article as well as in the video, that is not the right time to short right at on Monday. Alright, do not short last Monday, but wait for this quick move up first, and then you want to look for short opportunity up there. Alright, similarly for the hourly, alright, we say that it has still potential to move higher before it can come down. So I'll just quickly show you what happened on the Kiwi dollar. Alright, so we shared that it can actually go up to tag the around 0.74. 7374. Alright, so just showed you, alright, this area 7368 to 7399. Alright, so it actually tagged the 7374 as a high, and then you can see from there it dropped about 200 pips. Alright, so in terms of Kiwi dollar, for this week itself, it's not a good opportunity to short right now today as well. Alright, so wait for a retracement, and then you can of course still look for the short opportunity, simply because if I bring you to the higher time frame, right, on the 4-hour, you can still see that we are expecting more room to go before any upside potential. Alright, so right now we are still holding the bias towards the downside on Kiwi dollar. Alright, the next one I'll walk you through quickly is last week we shared on Aussie dollar. On the daily perspective, we say that we are seeing a triangle pattern formation, expecting this D wave to complete and one more move towards the downside to complete your E wave. Alright, on the 4-hour time frame, we shared that at the start of the week, it's already hitting the minimum target of a 5-wave move, and then expecting a reversal from that. Okay, similarly for an hourly. Alright, but we shared with you guys that we'll be holding more of a neutral bias because we need more confirmation, and this is what happened since then. Alright, from our analysis. Alright, this was the point which we did the analysis. You can see it did drop a little bit and then it came back all the way up. Alright, so we shared that we won't be looking to short at the start of the week, but we want it to tag this area and then see how it moves. Right, so right now with that development, we are still seeing a very corrective upside. Okay, this entire move is very corrective in nature, so we are still holding the same bias over here. You can see slightly bearish, and we are still looking for short opportunity. Alright, those who are aggressive could actually short around this area already. Okay, you can see some form of selling pressure coming in, and we are expecting it to drop towards lower lows. Right, even on a higher time frame, the daily perspective analysis still remains intact. Right, nothing much have changed. We are still maintaining this outlook of a triangle pattern, and we expect one more move towards the downside. Okay, as long as this high over here, this structure high of 7773 remains intact, we are gonna hold on to this bias towards the downside. H4 wise is a bit tricky because if this is what we are looking out for, okay, what we are looking at, sorry, this can still push slightly higher and then come down later on. Right, so Aussie dollar is not the easiest pair to trade on, simply because it's pretty tricky. Okay, so this is a quick update on the two analysis that we shared with you last week. So for this week itself, a quick look into the events calendar for this particular week. You realize that there are quite a lot of major news. Alright, you can see a lot of red color news on Forex Factory, but just to point out that not all red coded news are actually significant and super important. Right, some of them are, some of them are not, and some of them are color coded in orange, but they're actually pretty significant. Right, but this week theme or this week focus will be very much on the dollar, the US dollar itself. Alright, we have Yellen's speech coming in tomorrow as well as Wednesday night, and then throughout the week, Right, from Tuesday, tomorrow onwards, we do have core PPI and PPI from the US, and then Wednesday will be the busy one. We have core CPI and core retail sales coming in, and then on Thursday we have some tier 2 data coming in from building permits, as well as the Philly Fed manufacturing index. Right, so looking at this risk events data, it can be a catalyst to move the market. Right, so I'll just share with you in terms of the dollar index. Right, because when you're trading the US dollar, you need to take a look at the the dollar index itself. Right, so the dollar index, this is what we are expecting and analyzed. Okay, this entire up move here happened in 2016, right, and since 2017 we saw a sell-off in the US dollar itself. Right, let me just hide this. So what we are looking out for in the daily time frame is that this move down, alright, we feel that the correction for this entire 5 wave hasn't been completed yet. Okay, but price doesn't move in one direction all the way down. Okay, so what we are expecting right now is that this is just the first wave of a correction. Okay, and this first wave potentially has completed, and we are now seeing a potential correction of this entire first wave. Right, and this correction, what we are expecting is gonna end and complete around 101.5 to 102.06, which is highlighted over here. Right, after that, we will see another drop in the dollar index towards a lower level. On a smaller time frame on H4, okay, the analysis stands as well. This is what we are seeing. This drop since the start of this year, we can see very clearly is a 5 wave drop. Alright, and in the corrective terms, it's actually your A wave. Okay, your B wave happens in wave of 3s. So we are expecting 1, 2, 3 towards the upside. Alright, the completion is very similar to what I showed you just now. It's around 101.48 to 102.03. Okay, on the hourly time frame, all the analysis actually confluence with each other. Okay, this was the previous low that's established beginning of this month. Right, we see 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 wave up, which is your W. Then we have a corrective correction here, corrective wave, alright, which forms your X, and then we expect another 3 wave up to form your W wave. Alright, so it gives you a complete structure of W, X, and Y. Alright, so right now what we are seeing is that our A wave has potentially completed. Okay, if we see a pullback towards this 50% to 61.8 Fibonacci level around 100.42 to 100.54, it might present a decent long opportunity for the short term in the dollar itself, alright, and then you can target up to 101.5 to 101.88. Okay, so in terms of moving the market, alright, we definitely need some catalysts, need some events to move it, and of course this week we have several risk events coming from the US side. Okay, and that might be the catalyst, and that might provide the catalyst to move the dollar itself. Okay, so this is some of the outlook that we have for this week in terms of the US dollar. Okay, so you can actually apply this outlook into all your major currency pairs. So we are actually bullish for this week itself. Right, but it's a very short-term bullish, simply because if you look at the 4-hour time frame, we are bullish as only as long as once price tag this, our bias will be shifted towards slightly bearish, and once we see a potential to sell it, right, we'll sell the dollar from this area itself. So this is it for this particular week's video. Right, the focus is on US dollar, and again, a quick one is to always manage your risks and trade according to your own plan. What we are doing here is just sharing with you our personal insights and outlook of the market. Right, it's not a trade call, it's not the signals for you to just follow blindly. Alright, so if you have any other questions or any things that you would like to ask us, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section below in this video. Right, and then we'll tackle them accordingly, or even do a video for you if it's necessary. Alright, so with that, have a good week ahead, and I'll see you next week.